Hello, I'm Mark. I'm from Upton, Massachusetts, originally from Western Pennsylvania. And I just want to talk about Dr. Lisa here for a moment. I really was not much into meditation and didn't really know anything about it. It's here and there with it. And an old friend of mine had gotten in touch with me about 3 or 4 years ago. And after we caught up with the past, my friend said, "Have you ever tried meditation?" And I said, "Not really. I never really had much thoughts about it, really, to be honest with you." And a couple of days later, I opened my email and my friend sent a link to Dr. Lisa to get involved with some meditation. And, I thought, why not? Couldn't hurt, and it didn't hurt. It was a very useful and helpful thing to me. Kind of a high strung guy. And I learned a few techniques to help me settle myself down, just the breathing exercises in itself and putting my mind into a mindfulness spot. I found it helped me, it helped my sleep. Um, it just helped me all the way around. I'm much more relaxed, and I usually don't stick with things a lot. I'll try something and stop, but I've been doing the meditation for 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now. I find that I do it best in the morning as I wake up. I get up before I start my day. I just spend 10 or 15 minutes clearing my head, doing some breathing exercises, and it helps me. I know it does. I just feel better. Dr. Lisa had a ability to put me very much at ease from the get-go. There were new people in the first session with the mindfulness, other people on Zoom, and it was the first time I ever did a Zoom thing, and B, I'm a little nervous with strangers, but the whole experience was good for me, and I think it would be better for other people that are in a similar situation. And I felt so confident with Dr. Lisa about, maybe 6 months, 8 months into it. I have several chronic diseases, diabetes being one of them, the pancreatic issue. I have family members dying of cancer. And I had cancer myself twice. So naturally, I was nervous about my health. And Dr. Lisa sent along a link about having your medications checked, that she would be able to do that and give me some insight. And I'm like, well, all my doctors do is say, take this pill or take that pill. They never gave me a whole lot of rhyme, no reason, just take it and we'll see you next year. So I was able to ask Dr. Lisa questions. Well, do these things interfere with each other? Should I be taking it in the morning or at night? I mean, stuff the doctor doesn't really even tell you to do. And I gave a long medical kind of a history, all the medications I take, stuff like that. And a couple of days later, I get the results back, and Dr. Lisa and I had a long conversation. She said, maybe I should try a couple of these different supplements or vitamins, things that I wasn't taking, and the stuff that I was maybe counteracting with some of the stuff I was taking. So it was maybe something I shouldn't be. So I said, well, I feel confident enough that I want to try this. And I do feel better. Some of the medications I don't take, some of the supplements that I don't take, and some of the ones that were suggested seem to definitely help me with a couple of the problems that I have, particularly a pancreatic issue. I'm worried about that. One of my brothers and my father passed from pancreatic cancer, and I have pancreatic issues. It's like a precancerous thing, so to stay on top of it, like on a yearly basis. And I check in, like today, actually, Dr. Lisa, the first thing, how you doing? So I feel comfortable with that with her, and I just hope that just me speaking to maybe a guy like myself or a woman like myself with some issues, medical issues, just a little tension, a little stress. It doesn't hurt to try stuff. That's what I got to say. I didn't think that it would work for me at the beginning, but it did. So go ahead and give it a try. If it doesn't work, it's something you tried, but I can, for myself, speak from the heart. It worked for me. So thanks, and good luck to Dr. Lisa. And
hi, my name is Julie Houston, and I have the pleasure of working with Lisa through our jobs at McKesson. But more importantly, for me personally, she's been a huge resource as I have had concerns with family members. In the last probably 2 years, I've approached her 3 different times. The first time was actually when my mom was having some challenges. She had recently been diagnosed with osteoporosis. Even though I have a background in pharmacy, I really didn't know what pharmacy tech. I wasn't sure what to do with what she was being told she needed for medications. She had a lot of concerns about side effects. And specifically, she was looking to avoid taking the medication she was being told she needed. And she really wanted to go with a shot instead. I think it was the Prolia shot. I reached out to Lisa to help me understand how to help my mom navigate this situation, what kinds of questions she should be asking, not only about the medication that she was being prescribed, but also what to look for side effects, how to have conversations with her physician about what she was experiencing, and kind of how to drive the conversation to end up ultimately getting the results that she was looking for, which was the go ahead to take the shot instead. Because of the advice that I received and the way I was able to kind of counsel my mom with that information, she is now happily on a every 6-month shot. She's doing great. Additionally, Lisa recommended some supplements for her to take that have been really well received, no side effects. She's doing great. She's very healthy and happy, and I'm very appreciative of the advice that we received in talking to Lisa about that situation. My daughter had a series of medical issues over the course of 2 years, including a allergic reaction to a medicine that she took. She actually ended up being allergic to Bactrim and ended up in the hospital. After that whole situation, she had developed a series of rashes. And Lisa helped me understand, because I was being told so many different things about, what to avoid and what to eat and what not to eat, including even avoiding dried fruit because of sulfites. And I was able to reach out to Lisa and just understand that while sulfites are a first cousin to sulfa, and it's important to keep an eye out for it, it was really more important for me to make sure that I was addressing with any healthcare providers or pharmacies that there was always sulfa listed as an allergy in her profile, because in addition to Bactrim, there's obviously topical agents like a burn cream, for example, that could be an issue in the future. And if we only said that she was allergic to Bactrim, there's a chance that whoever the technician is putting in that information in the profile could potentially miss that interaction. So that was great advice. In addition to that, unfortunately, my daughter also ended up having a burst appendix about a year afterwards. And it was a long healing process, but during that time of kind of recovering from the surgery and from all the infections that had taken place, Lisa was instrumental in helping me understand kind of what to look for when I was worried about whether or not she had twisted bowels, or what things I should look for with regard to possibly getting her tested for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I was at a loss. And as any mom dealing with a child that is sick, you're just sort of any port in a storm going, where I don't know where to even begin to research. You don't know what you don't know. And Lisa was such a calming influence in being able to help me just take a breath and kind of sort through all of the stuff that's out there and say, hey, here's what you really need to be focusing on. And if you're not seeing this symptom specifically, it's probably not this thing that you're worried about, but here are some things you might want to explore. So just having that expertise and helping me navigate that gave me enormous peace in being able to also help encourage and comfort my own daughter as she was worried about different things we were going through as well. So very thankful to have her expertise and knowledge. Recently, Lisa helped me with a very serious concern. I have a very dear cousin who has nut allergies, specifically peanut allergies. And my daughter also suffers from nut allergies. So it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. My cousin had reached out to me because she had been prescribed a supplement, and unfortunately had realized through some research of her own that the only way that she seemed to be able to get the supplement was through a capsule that was mixed, had oils in it, had peanut oil in it. And as you may or may not know, a lot of times things like peanut oil, they're not listed as peanut oil, right? It's by the chemical compound name, or the plant name. And so she was very concerned, had reached out to her doctor and had essentially been told, sorry, this is all there is. You've got to figure out, here's the list of the different ones you can take. They all have peanut oil. I don't know what to tell you, figure it out. So I reached out to Lisa and just said, hey, do you know anything about this? You're the drug expert, you're the pharmacist. Can you tell me anything about this? And Lisa very kindly and quickly reached out to me and said, hey, let me research this. Was able to tell me right away, hey, I'm not seeing anything commercially available that is nut oil free, but let me keep looking and I'll follow up with you. That was great because I was able to tell my cousin right away, hey, there's someone who's an expert, who's a pharmacist, who's looking into this. We're going to be able to get at least a for sure answer on whether or not there truly is no other option. Lisa reached out again and let me know that, hey, there is nothing on the commercially available market that is nut oil free. However, you should have your cousin talk to her doctor and have him prescribe a bioidentical, and then work closely with a compounding pharmacy so that she can get this medicine. This was brand new information. Obviously, I knew that compounding pharmacies exist. I didn't realize that there was even a bioidentical option. I didn't realize that they could make something without that oil. So with that information, armed with that information, I was able to reach out to a local compounding pharmacy who could not have been nicer. My cousin is now on a bioidentical that is mixed with absolutely no oils whatsoever. It's in a completely safe environment. They don't even carry anything that is nut related in that compounding pharmacy. We've received an incredible consult from the pharmacist. Everything about the situation was better than what she had previously experienced. And I would never have even known to explore that as an option if I hadn't been instructed to do so by Lisa. And my cousin's conversation with her doctor was also very fruitful because she knew exactly what to ask for. Instead of, I think I need you to write me a prescription for a compounding pharmacy. I don't think her doctor would have known what to do. So the fact that she was able to ask specifically for exactly what she needed ended up resulting in her getting exactly what she needed, which is now a medication that she's able to take confidently and safely to treat the condition that she has with no side effects. So wonderful outcome.
My name is Baja, and I am the caretaker for the urban ashram. And that is a place that has been created to be sacred and safe, so people can come and heal and open their hearts and find ways to improve the quality of their life. We teach yoga, meditation, and we do a community service Feed the Homeless program. We've been there for 3 years, and our lineage and our path is all people, all ways, all paths. There's no separation. We're here to support and help each other grow. And a perfect link up with all the work that Dr. Lisa does.
Hi, I'm Dawn, and I'm from Washington, PA. And I've known Lisa for, at least 12 years. And she has been a huge part of my life in the last 12 years. She has helped me through many, many things when we first met. And I highly recommend Lisa for many things, especially support. When I first met Lisa, I was going through a lot, and she was my mentor to help me get through those things. She helped me learn myself. She helped me with knowing that I can do anything. And even when I had doubt, she was my support to say, no, I think you can do this. And she's helped me with being a mom and being a wife and going through some family issues with my parents. And then when my dad was diagnosed with terminal cancer, she was there to help me to understand and deal with my own emotions. That was the hardest part. And knowing that our history was in the cancer world, in the oncology world. Her and I, that's how her and I met pretty much. And she helped me grow in the career that I'm currently in as a CRA, clinical research associate, for a nationally known cancer or oncology company with doing cancer research, particularly in breast and colon cancer. Due to that, and knowing what I went through personally, she helped me develop and know where I needed to be in life with that. Working with patients for 10 years versus on the other side and working just with the companies, knowing that you're helping patients. And knowing her oncology background, it's nice to have somebody you can reach out to whenever you have a question and not understand something. In the pharmaceutical world, especially with all the changing things. Lisa's been very good to me personally and to my family. As time has gone on, has given me hope on things that even when you're down at your lowest, that you can always pull yourself out. So those things matter. And just having a friend, it means a lot. It really does. Moving forward with life, you know, like I said, we've known each other for 12 years and I've never known married life pretty much without her. So she's been there a lot whenever those times were tough too. And being a mom, you know, my daughter knows her as being part of her life because that's all she's ever known. So she's very supportive. And when I have problems with her medically or anything like that, the aromatherapy, we use that a lot. The self-help with just overall life and reading about things rather than diving into medications or things like that, and your mental stability, documenting and writing and putting your thoughts down, you know, those things matter. So yeah, I have a lot to be thankful for in our friendship, that's for sure.
Hello, I'm Brenna Droege and I'm from Orlando, Florida. I host a few different social meetups, and through those meetups, I met Dr. Lisa. And I was looking for a life coach. So it was just like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So first of all, she sent me a questionnaire. And in that questionnaire, I picked a few words, I picked a few pictures. And what was determined from that was my weak point. Was it my wellness? Was it my heart? Was it my energy? Was it my health? And what we determined is that I had a broken heart from all of life's disappointments. But who doesn't have disappointments from life? So what she established is that I needed to eat more greens in order to feel better and to heal my broken heart from within. So I go to Walmart and get the Green Goddess drink, and I cannot tell you how it has just naturally improved my mood. At 3 o'clock, I don't go for candy. I don't go for the Snickers bar. I have something green. And throughout the day, my mood has stabilized, which is absolutely fantastic. The next event, Lisa held a retreat at an urban ashram in Orlando, which she holds regularly, and I highly recommend. It's a 4-hour event, and last time was on a Saturday, and I didn't think I could sit through 4 hours of anything. But we had so much fun and met the nicest people, and it's the coolest place that the 4 hours just flew by. So I've had a really hard time learning how to meditate. And in that session, Lisa taught us about the golden sun. It's a wonderful, beautiful exercise where you feel everything that you love. And I'm not going to give away all the details, but it was just so essential in helping me learn how to meditate. So I did bring a big pillow, which she said might be a little Isis complex, a little throne action going on there, but I'm a Leo. Hey, you know what? There is a little throne action going on. So I took my Urban Ashram pillow that I got at Burlington Coat Factory for $24, and I took it out beside my pool, and I had the same meditative experience with the golden sun, and I was actually able to have this like euphoric feeling out there meditating in the sunshine. So another thing Lisa taught us at the urban ashram was about taking your own energy and creating a force, and then applying that to areas of yourself. Maybe you're hurt, and you can apply that to your sensation, to your body or your mind or your heart. The biggest impact, why I was looking for a life coach, is last year I went through 4 jobs. I've been in the defense field writing software training for 20 years. And last year I went through 4 jobs, which were $75,000 to $80,000 a year jobs, just because I couldn't get along with people. And I realized, something's wrong there. So after working with Dr. Lisa and learning about the different energy and the heartstrings exercise, which I'm not going to completely give away, I'm learning to speak to the hearts of my coworkers. And now I even have a better job this year, and we're getting along fantastic. So I highly recommend Dr. Lisa. You might start with just that email exercise, determine where your weak points are, and then most definitely attend her urban ashram 4-hour and meet Bashwa in his beautiful, beautiful Buddhist temple environment. And we scattered rose petals all around. It was just delightful. So thank you, Dr. Lisa.
All right, so my name is Ruth, and I have known Lisa since 1998. And at that time, she saved my life because I was very depressed and very anxious. So it's not 1998 anymore, and I still use her all the time because I always have these questions. I'll be 71, I don't think I look it. And to stay this way and to stay working and to stay happy, I have a lot of questions because I'm a teacher. And she's always there, very knowledgeable. I can ask her anything. She's kind, she's non-judgmental, and I need her. So if you need her, you need her. So contact her. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I met Lisa about 6 years ago. I started working with Lisa when my health started taking a turn, and I couldn't figure out the answers through conventional doctors alone. So I began working with Lisa to get recommendations on supplements and as well as a look at the current medication I was taking to make sure that everything could be safely taken together. I wasn't sure if some supplements that I were on were hurting my health instead of helping my health, and Lisa was able to look at everything, including my medical history, the medication I was currently taking, the supplements I was on, as well as my health goals, and customize a plan for me that wouldn't jeopardize my health or my doctor's treatment plan, but also empowered me to use supplements to continue feeling better as I continued my health journey. She is so calm, so friendly, so knowledgeable. Whenever I'm talking to Lisa, I know I'm in good hands. I immediately feel a sense of peace working with her, and I know that I'm going to be taken care of and I'm going to be talked to with respect and so much empathy, and you don't always get that when you are working with the medical system. And it's been such a light at the end of the tunnel and just along the path to have Lisa and be able to use her, especially when I'm feeling nervous or fearful about stuff I've been told for my health and what it might mean for me and for my family. Lisa is able to look at your medical history as well as medications you're on, the supplements you have taken, and not only does she recommend which ones would be beneficial, but she actually will name brands that she recommends and make sure that you are taking ones that are actually going to be beneficial and aren't just filled with stuff that is fake or not helpful. I use her for all my family now, especially my father who's been sick. My father got diagnosed with cancer a few years back, and as soon as he did, I reached out to Lisa to see what supplements could help his specific cancer diagnosis. With her support, she researched for us which supplements would be best for his stage of his specific cancer. All of these were cleared by his doctor as well once we checked in. But with them, he was able to keep his PSA level low enough that he didn't need any traditional cancer treatments for a much longer amount of time than he would have otherwise. These supplements alone were able to keep his numbers low enough that he didn't have to start radiation earlier than necessary. My father made no other significant changes to his lifestyle at that time other than following Lisa's recommendations. And the doctor said that he had never seen a PSA level stay the way it had for my father. And we know that this is because of what Lisa recommended he do for his supplements. Now my father is on the other side of cancer treatment and is waiting to get feedback again, but we are all as a family feeling much more peaceful and grounded, knowing that Lisa is a resource we have and have had throughout this process to help us check in and feel empowered in a very helpless situation. My dad is not someone to believe in supplements per se, but he has benefited drastically from them and is now the one asking me what he should be taking and wanting to check in, which is a huge improvement for him, both for his health, but also just his state of mind. We are all now just so much more at peace, and we are feeling optimistic about his future, which we did not feel before talking to Lisa. She has been just instrumental and my favorite person in his care team. And I couldn't imagine doing this without her. And I know my dad couldn't imagine doing this without her. And I'm hopeful that other people work with someone like Lisa and work with Lisa specifically, especially when they've been given a really difficult diagnosis, because you never know what someone could offer you that is outside the immediate circle of your treatment care team, who's getting a bird's eye view or a third perspective view at the situation and able to look at really everything going on from a super holistic lens like Lisa does. Lisa beautifully blends Western medicine and her knowledge and her specialties and degrees and certifications in medicine with her holistic mindset and her deep mindfulness-based work. And I think the blend of these two modalities is so powerful and the reason for my family's healing in so many ways. It's one of the nice things talking about Lisa is she's open and supportive of Western medicine, and she's also very open to alternative ways to help and support the body. And this blend has been, I think, what has changed my dad's life and also helped my life. And we are just so grateful. I highly recommend working with Lisa for any health concerns you may have. Even if you are feeling healthy and you're taking supplements because you've heard they might be good for you, checking in and making sure those supplements are actually good for you with the medications you take and the health history you have is super important. And Lisa is my go-to for that.
Hi, I'm Laura and I'm in Ohio. I'm here to talk about Dr. Lisa. We met on Facebook, I believe, and I contacted her and we had a very nice conversation. She was very pleasant, very easy to talk to, and is very well educated and knowledgeable about things that I am concerned about. So that was very nice for me. I have a problem with being heard and understood by the medical people around here where I live, but and Lisa helped me understand many things. So it was a very enjoyable conversation. I felt very comfortable talking to Lisa. We have a lot in common. We're both from Pennsylvania. And that was fun. It was listening to the things that we share, that we have in common. So I think she could be a great benefit to a lot of people. I highly recommend Dr. Lisa. And I hope to have further conversations with her in the future.
Hello, I am Viviana Collazo from Melbourne, Florida, and I've known Lisa for about 4 years now. We met at an expo event, and I love working with Lisa because she's a jack of all trades. She has so much knowledge, and she is a person of integrity. We have worked together, like I said, for about 4 years now, or give or take. We worked with essential oils and doing a lot of education and helping people on how to integrate natural solutions for their day-to-day and whatever issues they have. I love working with Lisa again because she is someone that you can trust, you can count on. Again, a person of integrity and so much knowledge. So I highly recommend working with Lisa, whether it's with doing a session with her, because I can tell you she can definitely help you find some solutions to what you're looking for. Thank you.